Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 10 latest defense updates. Number 1, AMCA Mk2 program will revolve around a new engine that can have an adaptive cycle engine that is designed for maximum efficiency across subsonic, transonic and supersonic flight speeds. The engine should offer supercruise capabilities without engaging afterburners at 1.4 Mach and has thermal management to remove excessive heat without affecting its thermal signature and not reduce its efficiency in hot, humid Indian conditions, which GE offers lack. Next, HAL said it can install additional LCA Tejas production capacity for export orders. On April 7, Aeronautics HAL will inaugurate the new LCA Tejas assembly complex at the Aircraft Division Nasik, which will expand the country's LCA Tejas production capabilities that can be further enhanced if required to meet the demands of export orders. It has been informed that HAL from its 2 Bangalore production facilities will be able to manufacture 16 jets annually and an additional 5 from the Nasik plants, which can be increased by 10 units annually if export orders for Argentina or Egypt are closed. Next, Indian Navy looking at induction tethered underwater UAV, UUV, ROV for coastal surveillance. The Indian Navy is collaborating with Indian private sector companies to develop a family of unmanned vehicles powered by a ground-based power source and capable of patrolling or gathering intelligence along India's vast coastline. Tethered underwater drones will allow the Indian Navy ability to travel longer distances underwater, which could increase endurance from a few hours to 1 to 2 days for 24/7 monitoring of an area of interest. Next, Pak endorses on the opening of the Sharda Peeth corridor. According to report in WION, on March 29th, the Awami Muslim League led by Sheikh Rashid proposed in the POK assembly the construction of a corridor to allow Kashmiri Pandits to visit Mata Sharda's temple. The POK government has proposed allowing Kashmiri Pandit and Hindu living in India to visit the historic Sharda Peeth temple in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. The government of POK has proposed that the Sharda Peeth corridor be opened along the same lines as the Kartarpur corridor between the two countries. Next, BrahMos Missile batteries to be deployed strategically to tackle marine threats from China, Pakistan. The Indian Navy could deploy its recently approved BrahMos supersonic cruise missile equipped mobile coastal batteries at strategic locations across the maritime zone to neutralize threats from both east or the west. Former Navy Chief Vice Admiral Satish and Gormade said on Saturday. The mobile coastal missile batteries were cleared by the Defense Ministry recently, and a contract was signed with the BrahMos Aerospace Corporation on March 30th in this regard. Next, for the first time in history, Romania and India have signed a treaty on defense cooperation. Representatives from Romania and India recently signed a bilateral agreement on defense cooperation. It's the first time in the history of the two countries' bilateral relations that a cooperation agreement in this area has been signed. According to a press release cited by G4 Media from the Ministry of Defense, the agreement establishes a foundation for the development and consolidation of bilateral relations through expanded defense cooperation. Next, coastal anti-ship BrahMos with a range of 800 km to protect India's vast coastline. India has concluded a deal with BrahMos Aerospace Private Limited to purchase next-generation maritime mobile coastal batteries long-range NGMMCB, which will directly enhance the coastal defense capabilities of the Indian Navy existing mobile missile coastal battery squadrons, which carry older Soviet era SSMS. From 2027 onwards, the NGMMCB will be deployed from Mumbai to Gujarat and will be linked to the coastal radar chain and various other systems, as well as a multi-tiered patrol and surveillance mechanism. Next, Cochin shipyard to build next generation missile vessels for Indian Navy. The Cochin Shipyard Limited has signed a contract for building 6 next generation missile vessels, that is NGMV, for the Indian Navy at a cost of 9,805 crore, with the delivery of ships set to begin from 2027. Next, India's NHPC likely to develop 480 megawatt hydro project in Nepal. According to some Nepal media reports, the Kathmandu government has decided to develop the project jointly with NHPC India and Vidyut Utpadan Company Limited, an undertaking of the government. Surya Rijal, managing director of the company, said the company has decided that 51% of the project will be invested by NHPC and 49% by the power generation company. Next, more women will be promoted to colonel in the Indian Army. The Indian Army's exercise to promote more women officers from lieutenant colonel to colonel continues, with a special selection board meeting taking place in the military secretary's branch here. These officers are from the Indian Army's Service Corporation and Ordnance Corporation and Corps and date from 1992 to 2006. The first board cleared 108 of 244 lieutenant colonels in January. They have been given their command responsibilities. A board of directors selects office with the rank of colonel or higher. Thank you.